Your compulsive eating is not because you're weak-willed or there's something fundamentally wrong with you. Compulsive eating is an attempt to medicate stress, anxiety, and uncomfortable feelings. So if you're struggling with compulsive eating, stop beating yourself up and take another look. The root cause is what needs to get cleared up in order for you to make peace with food and stop the insanity around eating. Hi, I'm Maria LiPuma, the creator of Body Confidence Solutions, where I help health-conscious women release excess weight naturally, enjoy food freedom, and step into their lives with more confidence and esteem. And I've had plenty of experience with compulsive eating. I started eating, overeating, binging, compulsive eating, addictive eating at a very young age, and I truly used it to self-medicate. I didn't realize that that's what I was doing. The thing about it is, when you are compelled to eat, you're often not knowing what's driving it. And the only way to unravel what's driving it is to actually make a firm commitment to stop the compulsive eating so that you can uncover the deeper driver. And you may be thinking, well, if I'm compelled to eat, how am I going to make a commitment to stop? I've made commitments in the past and I haven't been able to follow through with my commitment because the insidious compulsion to eat creeps in and I'm diving into the food. Well, I'm going to share with you some 4 essential things that you can do, start doing today, and in the next 4 weeks, you can start to relieve the compulsion and have less insanity around food and start to feel more at ease around food. The first thing you want to do is you want to get a healthy food plan in place. You need to put in the form, which means that you need to have a plan of feeding yourself regular, healthy, nourishing foods. You might want to write out a food plan. You need to make a commitment to a healthy, nourishing food plan. It's also helpful to have a partner, maybe have somebody support you in this process. Reach out to a friend, get a coach, find ways to get support to commit to a healthy food plan. You want to make sure that you're not doing restrictive dieting. You want to make sure that you're not going on crazy food plans. You want to have a healthy, nourishing food plan that's going to not only nourish your body, but it's going to create some emotional stability in you so that you can feel your feelings and address the deeper drivers that are compelling you. So making the commitment is one thing, and I know that you've made many commitments in the past and you haven't been able to stick to it. So the second thing that you need to do that's essential in order to stick to that commitment is the story you tell yourself. You have to start believing in yourself and your ability to do this. You can do it. If you keep telling yourself, I can't do it, it's too hard, guess what? It's going to be impossible to do. So you have to start believing in yourself. I can do this. I can set myself up for success. I can plan what I'm eating every day, put in the nourishing foods. I'm worthy and I'm deserving of putting in the good stuff, of taking care of myself this way. So look at the story you're telling yourself. Are you a victim? Are you telling yourself that you can't do this because there's certain things in the way of doing it, or you don't have enough internal strength to do it? You need to work that muscle and start believing in yourself and change that story. You can do it. You can do it. A step at a time, you can do it. And just having that mantra, I can do this, I can adhere to a healthy food plan, because mindset is the biggest part of changing any kind of lifestyle, is believing that you can. So you have to start believing in yourself that you can do it and making a firm commitment one day at a time. It's not for the rest of your life. It's one day at a time. You wake up in the morning and you say, I can do this today. I can feed myself healthy, nourishing foods, have a plan, and stick to it. Make sure that you're putting in good, nutritious food. Make sure that you are taking good care of yourself. And again, the story you tell yourself you're worthy, you're deserving, you can do it. Start to strengthen those muscles. And the more you tell yourself the truth, the story that you can do this, because these are just habits, default habits, and you can change those habits. Repetition is the key, and what you're telling yourself is the important piece of this. So start to activate those affirmations, those supportive affirmations, and start to put the food plan in place that's going to support you. Not only physically you'll feel better, but again, it's going to create an environment where you can start to deal with the underlying issues, the underlying drivers that got you there in the first place. So, putting in a healthy food plan, telling yourself a new story that includes believing in yourself, getting support if needed. And then the next thing that's really essential is starting to feel your feelings and emotions. Now, I shared before that when I was compulsively eating, when I let go of that, there was a lot of fear and anxiety and stress that needed to be addressed. As a matter of fact, I had no idea that I was medicating a lot of anxiety. That might be true for you. I know that I've seen that happen with some of my clients also, that once you commit to a food plan, there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of catastrophizing, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of worries that emerge. Okay, so those are things that can be moved through you. You don't have to sit in them, you can move them. Your feelings, your emotions, your anxieties can be moved through. And it comes through moving your body, stress relief, finding stress relieving activities to get your energy flowing. Because when we're suppressing our emotional body, it doesn't feel safe to feel our feelings. It does create a lot of anxiety. So you have to, part of your new story is telling yourself that I can feel my feelings. It's safe to feel my feelings. I deserve to feel my feelings, and allowing your feelings. The more you move your body, the more you're going to trigger the release of stress, the release of energy, and you're going to trigger the release of a lot of emotions. Because if you've been stuffing down your food, stuffing down your feelings with food, then the only way through is to let them out. And that brings me to another thing that I want to share with you, is a great technique that I use to help to feel your feelings, to give your feelings voice, and to allow them to move through you. What I'm talking about is something called emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping. It's an amazing technique that has helped me to address the anxiety, to address the fears, to address all of those emotions that were being masked by compulsive eating. So I'm going to show you how to apply that. But before we actually get to the tapping, emotional freedom techniques, I want to offer you my free ebook, 3 Essential Steps to Stop Emotional Eating. Because emotional eating and compulsive eating are very closely related. So the ebook is 100% free. The link is below, and that's going to support you in writing your new story, in changing this pattern so that you can have more freedom around food. If you apply these techniques and these practices in the next 4 weeks, you will have much more freedom. So let's begin with tapping. I'm going to encourage you to follow along. If you are brand new to tapping, again, there's a link below that will teach you more about it. But I'm encouraging you to have an open mind about it today. It's evidence-based. It's an amazing way to move your uncomfortable emotions. It calms down the brain. It calms down the body. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the relaxation response in the body. Because when we're anxious and we're stressed and we're reactive, it's that we're in the fight and flight. And so tapping elegantly and wonderfully calms that part of you down. And when you're calm, the need to run away from your feelings, the need to medicate, lessens dramatically. So this is something that I recommend to my clients and students to apply a couple of times a day, because what it will do, again, is it'll create more calm in your body, and you will be less compelled to dive into foods that are not included on your healthy food plan. So bring your hands to your heart. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze if you're in an appropriate space. And take a deep breath in and let it go. And one more time, breathing in and letting go. And take a moment to tune into your body right now. It's likely that I activated a lot of thoughts, feelings, and emotions in you right now. Maybe you're feeling it in your body. Your emotions are in your body. Your anxiety is in your body. Your stress is in your body. So tune into it and notice where you feel it in your body. Maybe you're feeling some tension in your body. Bring some breath to it, telling your body that it's safe to calm down right now. And take another deep breath in and let it go. And then you're going to tap the top of the head. It's a gentle tapping sensation. It releases blockages in the flow of energy. It's based on Chinese acupuncture without the needles. And you're relaxing the brain and the body as you do this. And then tap on the third eye, the forehead. Take a deep breath in and let it go. You're not hurting yourself. It's just a gentle tapping sensation. Tuning into your breath, tuning into your body. On the eyebrow, just where the hair of the eyebrow begins, you can do one side or the other or both at the same time. Take a deep breath in, let it go. The side of the eye. Breathing in and letting go. Underneath the eye. Take another breath in and let it go. Top of the lip. Crease of the chin. Making sure that you're breathing in and out at each point and gently stimulating the point. On the collarbone, where the bone sticks up, the little indentation underneath. Take a deep breath in and let it go. You can wiggle your body, move your head, get the energy flowing. The last point is underneath the arm. Again, you can do both sides. You can do it like this. If any of these points are not comfortable to reach, or they might be painful or uncomfortable, you can just skip that point and go on to the next one. We come back to the top of the head. Take a deep breath in and let it go. We're going to go through that one more time, and this time I'm going to use some words that I'd like you to repeat out loud if you're in a safe and appropriate place. That's going to encourage your body to relax and let go. So tapping on the third eye, take a deep breath in and let it go. Ease and flow, release and let go. On the eyebrow, breathing in and letting go. The side of the eye, ease and flow, release and let go. Underneath the eye, breathing in and letting go. The top of the lip, ease and flow, release and let go. Breathing in and letting go. The crease of the chin, soften and flow, release and let go. And the collarbone. And as you're tapping and breathing, close your eyes and call to mind something that reminds you of ease and flow. Underneath the arm, ease and flow, release and let go. The top of the head, once again, breathing in and letting go. And come back to your heart and take another breath in and let it go. And take a moment to tune into your body now and notice if anything is different. A couple of things could be different. Maybe you're more aware of aches and pains and stress in your body. The tapping doesn't put it there, it just makes you more aware. You get more aware of your body because sometimes we're living in our head and we're disassociated from our bodies. So coming into your body is one of the wonderful gifts of this technique. You might feel more release, more relaxation. That's wonderful. If you're not feeling more release and relaxation, then go ahead and keep doing the tapping rounds and start to just allow any uncomfortability, any kind of stress through your body. Just allow it to move through you. Because when we suppress the stress and the anxiety and the emotions, it just is at bay, waiting to come up at any given time. The way to be relieved of it is to let it flow through you. And maybe you've been suppressing a lot of this for a long time. So you want to be patient with yourself, you want to be accepting of yourself and allowing it to move through you. And as you allow this to move through you, you will feel more freedom, more ease, and not feel as compelled to turn to food to self-medicate. If you do this technique twice a day for the next 4 weeks, you will start to have a lot more peace in your body, a lot more peace around food, and you will be able to eat with intention rather than compulsion. So I hope you followed along with me. I hope you go ahead and look at my other video about tapping. That'll help you. And the 4 things that I want you to start doing today are healthy food plan, put it in place, start to plan for putting in the good stuff daily, getting support with that, supporting yourself, mindset, start telling your new story, believing in yourself. You can do this. One step at a time, you can do it. The next thing is to start to make friends with your emotions. Get comfortable with your emotions. Allow your emotions to move through you. You might want to incorporate other movement besides the tapping. Maybe even journaling your emotions. Stop suppressing them and allowing them to come through you. And the 4th thing is applying this amazing technique, emotional freedom techniques, to start to address and release the anxiety, the fear, the stress. Now, emotional freedom techniques is a very user-friendly technique. However, it can also help you in going deeper, because sometimes we have deep-seated traumas and other things that need to be addressed in order to have peace with any kind of self-medication. And there are specific ways of applying this technique to get to the core issues that are keeping you anxious and uncomfortable. And that is typically done in a private session. Or struggling with some deep-rooted traumas, anxieties, and stresses, it really would serve you to get professional help. If you want to reach out to me, there's a link below. I'd be happy to have a chat with you. I am a professional EFT practitioner. I do address trauma and deep-rooted issues with my clients because sometimes we are self-medicating to cover up some really painful stuff. And you should not have to do that stuff alone. You get the support that you need to release that. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you're doing to start to change this pattern so that you can be free of crazy food cravings, be free of compulsive eating, and have more peace around food. If you apply these practices consistently for the next 4 weeks, you will notice a great amount of change in your life. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like. If you know somebody that could use this information, go ahead and share it with them. And if you like content like this, subscribe to my channel. I'm making many videos these days. I've made a commitment to up the amount of videos I make weekly. So I hope to help you and support you in your quest to have more freedom, more health, and align with your health and fitness goals. Any questions for me or any kind of concerns, please write in the link below. I look forward to the next time. Thank you for joining me. Bye now.